Welcome to my channel. My name is ZZZ, and I'll be your host today. This is old Kete. 8 months ago, chat. 8 months ago. All right, but here we go. I'm just gonna play it, and then at the end, we'll talk about it. I might stop here and there. To about a point, but so basically, I made this video 8 months ago. Pool who you like is bad advice for free to play in zenless Zero. Here's why. And just wanna ask how you guys felt about it and the opinions. See how this video aged. The average player cannot just simply pull every single character that they like, and there's a few reasons for that. So let's talk about it. Welcome to my channel. My name is Kete7, and I'll be your host today. Oh my god, that was when I was a little bitch at YouTube, bro. This was like one of my first YouTube videos, so like I used to think that people would hate my voice, so I would be like really shy and timid when I would do my intro. Because like back then I used to think that my intro was cringe as fuck. Like the welcome to my channel. My name is Kete7, and I'll be your host today. I could say it with confidence now, right? But back then I was like a little bitch. I was like, oh no, this shit's gay as fuck, but I'll say it anyways. Welcome to my channel. My name is Kete7, and I'll be your host today. I was timid as fuck. Bro, this is old Kete. So this topic actually sparked because of my last video talking about Ellen Joe. In that video, I was basically just saying, if you really do love her, go ahead and pull her. She's gonna be a great unit. But if you're just pulling her just because you either like her or you just think she's strong, I would advise for you to just simply wait. You have 3 weeks. You don't have to pull her right away. You can take your time deciding if you really want to get her. Well, I had a few comments saying that you should just pull the characters that you like. And this is a statement that I agree with and don't agree with at the exact same time. Yes, you should pull the characters that you like, but there is a limit to that for the overwhelming majority of players. Do y'all agree with that? Let's start with that first take. Come on, let's start with that. This could be like this guy should be a YouTube video. Get you guys involved with the chat. Do y'all agree with that first statement? Do I need to replay it for y'all to hear again? Do I need to replay it for you guys to hear again? Do y'all agree with that first statement? You want to hear it again? Okay, wait. All right. Okay. Here's that you like. That you just pull. So they said this that you should just pull for the characters you like no matter what. And this is a statement that I agree with and don't agree with at the exact same time. Yes, you should pull the characters that you like, but there is a limit to that for the overwhelming majority of players. Okay, yeah, that's it. So I say there's a limit to that. There's a limit to that, right? You should go for the characters you like, but there's a limit to that. And there's a limit to that because it's impossible to get literally every single character that you like and also build strong teams for those characters. It's damn near impossible for 90% of players to do that. Like, if you pulled every single DPS that you loved, but you never once got their support, what the fuck is the point of having the DPS? The only DPS in the game that can clear content comfortably without a limited support right now is Miyabi. She's the only one. Now you can clear content with free-to-play supports with other DPS, but that you're not clearing comfortably. You're just barely clearing, right? Like if you had a Evelyn, Kaleda, Lucy team, you might be able to get 20k, but you're gonna struggle for that 20k. Like there's free-to-play players who have Evelyn and Astra, but they don't have lighter, and I see them struggle for 20k on Deadly Assault. I've actually done account reviews where people are struggling with Evelyn and Astra to get 20k because they don't have lighter. They're having to use either Kaleda or Lucy. So it's like, I just don't think there's any DPS in the game that can comfortably clear. That's the key word, comfortably. If you try hard, you absolutely can. But comfortably clear other than Miyabi. There's not a single DPS that can comfortably clear other than Miyabi, without a limited support right now. It's not simply possible for the average player to just pull every. Yeah, see, look, Ichigawa said I got over 20k with Astra, Lucy, Evelyn. Yeah, but you had Astra. If you didn't have Astra, if you had to replace Astra with maybe Kaleda or someone else, that 20k would have been a lot harder to get. You might have been able to get it with, playing extremely well and having really good builds, but it would have been significantly harder, right? And most players don't want to struggle to clear. Most players want to be able to play the content and comfortably clear, right? Right? That's how I think most players want to play. A single character that they like, especially if you're a free to play. I think the better statement would be you should pull your absolute favorites and then try to pull the teammates that will make your favorites shine the most. People who plays in. You should pull your absolute favorites and then you should pull the teammates that make your favorites shine the absolute most. Agree or disagree? Agree or disagree, chat? Most people agree? Mm-hmm. Exactly. Okay, so most people are agreeing. So a lot of you guys might think it's common sense, but okay, Valk, I see you disagree. I'm gonna get to you, Valk. But a lot of people think it's common sense. Like, okay, get your DPS and then get the support that works best with your DPS, or get your favorite support and then get the DPS that works best with your favorite support. Most people think it's common sense, but a lot of people don't do that. Guys, I've done countless account reviews. Most people don't do that. A lot of people don't do that. You'll be surprised. Like, a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people will only pull for DPS units and will just never get the supports. And then I get on their account and they say they're struggling to clear. And it's like, well, if you would have got one less DPS and got like an extra support, then it could have really helped you, oh my goodness. Hey, Dollar General, really thank you for the 10 gifted, man. Really appreciate you, homie. We're in the middle of a video right now, but just know I really fucking appreciate you, bro. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But who disagreed earlier? Hey, Valk. So tell me, Valk. Tell me why you disagree. I'll wait for you, Valk. But see, I'm not saying, okay, so that's another thing. I'm not saying you have to pull the best in slot teams every single time for every single DPS. I am not saying that. We'll use Evelyn as another example. We'll use Evelyn as an example again because she's very recent. So let's use her as an example again. Her best in slot team is Lighter Astra, and it's her best in slot by a pretty good margin. But as long as you have one of the two, the third slot is very flexible and you'll still should be able to clear comfortably. As long as you have Lighter or Astra, you should still be able to clear comfortably. You don't have to have both. So let's say you really dislike Lighter, right? Let's say you just don't like Lighter, but you got Astra. Then you're fine. Put Lucy in the last slot, put Nicole in the last slot, put Kaleda in the last slot. You're fine. It's not her best in slot, but it's a strong team. And you should be able to clear, right? That's all I'm saying. You don't have to be best in slot. As long as you have a strong team, you should be able to comfortably clear. I feel even if you dislike that agent, it even out if that agent elevates your favorite, because that will guarantee your favorite agent is gonna be comfy for a long time. That's what I do. I really do like getting. I like seeing my favorites do their best, basically. So I don't mind getting an agent that I don't particularly fancy if it makes another one of my agents perform significantly better that I really do like. Because if I pulled another DPS, well, that DPS isn't going to make my favorite DPS perform better, right? But if I pulled a support that maybe I don't fancy too much, but it made my favorite DPS perform better, I would much rather have that, right? But let's keep going. Zone 0, A lot of them have probably already played past gacha games, specifically Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, and maybe even Wuthering Waves. But there's still going to be a lot of players who have never played a gacha game before, and Zenless Zone Zero will be their first one. And telling these new players that they should just pull all the characters that they like, that can end up backfiring very, very hard. So I think there needs to be a balance between. Agree or disagree? Pulling if you're free to play or a low spender, pulling every single agent that you like can end up backfiring. Agree or disagree? Mm-hmm. Most people agree. Okay. Depends if you can wait for a rerun. Unless you're just absurdly lucky. And yeah, you have to be very lucky if you want to do that. I'm a spender and I only pull agents I like, so I compensate the lack of agents that make good teams with weapons or mindscapes. Yeah, but I'm talking about free to play and low spenders right now. So it's fine for you, right? Because you can just fix the issues, right, with more money. Most players can't do that, right? The vast majority of players just can't do that. Like you said, you compensate with weapons or mindscapes. Here to cheat, you disagree. Tell me why. If you have to pull someone you don't enjoy. Well, again, here to cheat, did you just get here? Did you see the beginning of the video here to cheat? 'Cause I feel like I already addressed that. You might have just got here. Nah, just here. Well, see, that's the thing. I'm talking about the average player who wants to clear in game. Most people don't want to get sweaty, right? Would you guys agree with that? Most players don't want to get sweaty. That's a big reason why a lot of players don't use Haramasa, because they just feel like he takes a little bit more effort. I mean, the vast majority of accounts I get on, people say they don't want to get sweaty. They just want to be able to clear comfortably, right? Like, they just want to be able to clear the end game without having to get sweaty. And if you keep on just pulling DPS agents, but you're never considering a support every now and then, you're going to have to eventually get sweaty for the casual player that wants to clear in game. You're going to eventually get sweaty because now you're not going to have almost any supports. Like, again, like Miyabi's the only character that you can really get away with. Yeah, you're right. Shiyu is easy. And Deadly Assault, you do need 6 stars for the polychromes. You are correct. But how many times have I been on someone's account, guys, and they had 6 stars on Deadly Assault, but they asked me how could they get 9 stars, right? Because most people who participate in the in-game content, yeah, they got all the polychrome rewards, but they still want the 9 star. How many times have I gone on someone's account and they had the polychromes, but they didn't have the 9 star, and they asked me, hey, is there a way that I can fix my account so I can 9 star? And then we end up fixing their account and we get their teams right, and then we're able to 9 star. Like, people want the 9 stars. You guys should give Corin a chance. All right, but let's keep going. Between getting characters that you like and also building teams that you like as well. A great example of this that I can personally share with you is in Genshin Impact. Back before Kazuha came out, I was having to use Sucrose. It's not that I disliked Sucrose, I just didn't really like the way she played. And truth be told, I wasn't a real big fan of Kazuha either. I got Kazuha because he made the teams that I was using much more enjoyable to play. That is so true, and I did not lie when I said this. So, I do not like Kazuha. The people who played Genshin before, I don't like Sucrose, I don't like Kazuha. I don't like neither one of them. But I got Kazuha because I was like, holy shit, playing Ayaka Freeze all those years ago feels like shit right now. So on his rerun, I got him. And even though I did not like the character, he made the Ayaka team flow so much better. It flowed so much fucking better. And it felt so much better to play. And my God, it made my Ayaka a lot fucking better. Right? So I was willing to sacrifice getting Kazuha, even though I didn't really like him, to make my favorite character in Ayaka better. And it was the right choice. It was absolutely the right choice because I wasn't enjoying my Ayaka team until I got Kazuha. Because oh my god, Sucrose was cringe to play, and man, without Sucrose, I didn't have any Anemo, so it was just painful, right? But as soon as I got Kazuha, it was just so much fucking better. So I even to this day, I'm not the biggest fan of Kazuha, but damn, did he make the team feel so much fucking better. And I was willing to do that for one of my favorite DPS agents. So yeah, I got my favorite DPS in Ayaka, and then I pulled her best in slot support. At the time, it was Kazuha. Um, Not gonna lie, I played against when Ben got bored and ZZ showed up. True. I think having redeeming factors for you is still a positive. You weigh heavier than your dislike. Some players might still dislike a meta agent they got due to being strong. It's true. Talking about liking certain characters, I pulled Nagi from Miyabi, and I feel it backfired because I'm not the biggest fan of her. I hardly run her with Miyabi now. Well, that was Miyabi doesn't need no help. I think Miyabi's the most flexible DPS in the game. Doesn't Miyabi have like 6 top tier teams? And then she's about to get Vivian too. Like I feel like that was the wrong choice. She was the one agent that didn't need no help, like at all, right? But let's keep going. Because he was easier to use and his buffing capabilities were significantly higher than what Sucrose could bring to the teams that I was currently using at the time. So even though I didn't enjoy Kazuha that much as a character, I still ended up enjoying him on my team, as he made my team much more fun to play, and he also made my favorite characters shine even more. So I think there needs to be a balance between getting characters that you like and getting the teammates to make your favorite characters shine. Now, don't get me wrong, I get it. Cute waifu, you want to pull. I understand that. And again, if you like Ellen Joe, if you like Zhu Yuan, if you like any future waifu, or oh dear god, my pronunciation on Zhu Yuan back then was fucking terrible, or Husbando, you really, really love them, by all means pull them. But just know, especially if you are free to play, you only have a certain amount of 5 stars you can pull per year, unless you get very lucky. But for me, I wouldn't rely on luck to enjoy a game, because that can greatly backfire in the future. Let's say the rest of this year, you're free to play, but every time you pull, you got very lucky. You won every single 50-50. Oh, well, you're having a great time this year. But then next year rolls around, and they introduce many characters that you like, and you say, oh, well, I got lucky last year, I'm gonna try it again this year. But you don't get lucky this time. Your luck is actually really bad, and you keep failing and failing and failing and failing and failing. I don't think you should rely on luck to play a gacha game if you're free to play. If you're free to play and you want to fully clear all the in-game content for the foreseeable years to come, you should be planning your pulls. You should be planning. Like if you're just extreme casual and you don't care about clearing the in-game, then this doesn't relate to you. But if you're free to play or low spender and you do want to clear the in-game for the foreseeable future, you shouldn't be relying on luck. You shouldn't go into a banner like, oh well, if I get lucky here and if I get lucky there, then I'll be okay. It's like, no, you don't rely on luck, because that can end up fucking you hard if you just purely rely on luck. It might work out for some people because they will get lucky, but others it will not work out for. Yeah, don't purely rely on luck. I think that's a very bad thing to do. Yeah, plan for the worst. I have 2 accounts and alternate banners. 3 banners ahead is super comfy, true. Because I know luck ain't really that, considering my track record. Yeah. Failing to get new characters, that's gonna eventually add up and really take a toll on your mental. So My overall message is, yes, you should pull your absolute favorites, but if you are an average gacha player, you can only get so many per year. Please be careful with your wishes. Use your wishes wisely. That's all I am trying to say. And like I made this video because I care. I know some people will be like, why the fuck is this whale trying to give me advice? It's like, no, because I fucking care. I know what it's like to be free to play. I've been playing gacha games for 10 years. My first 3 years were free to play. I know exactly how it feels. I know exactly how it feels to get a character that was hyped up by the community and you fell into that hype and you believed, oh, this character is going to be the end all be all, and then you get that character, you use him for 1 fucking month, and then you never touch him again. And then now you're looking at the character on your account for the next 2-3 years like, damn, I wish I had those pulls back. Like, holy shit, I wish I had those pulls back. I know exactly how that feels. That is one of the worst fucking feelings for a free to play player, to pull a character and then stop using them almost fucking immediately. That is one of the worst fucking feelings. That is so bad. Not even getting like a year worth out of that character. It's fucking tragic. Like I fucking care. Like I don't want people to pull characters and then end up dropping them soon after. It's it feels horrible, bro. It actually feels horrible. So that's why I made this video, because I fucking care. Like, I understand being free to play or low spender. You can only get so many agents per year on average. And what's the average, chat? How many agents can a free to play player get per year? Does someone know? I actually would like to know that. Like, how many S ranks can a free to play realistically get per year? 6, 9, 4, 5, 3 to 6, 24 S ranks, Nami. I don't think that's true. 5 and 6. No, just like limited S ranks. How many how many limited S rank agents can a free to play reliably get per year? 4 to 7, something like that. I think that sounds right. I guess it comes down to how many patches are in a year. We had what? We had one. ZZZ literally started halfway into the year. Last year in July, it was at the beginning of July, so that's basically halfway, because July is the 7th month, and we had 1.0, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, and 1.4. So we had 5 patches in the first year of ZZZ. 40 days per patch. That's true. So that's actually easy math. 9 patches a year, 8 to 9 patches a year. So, and you can probably guarantee one agent every other patch. Is that right? Yeah, but my point stands. It's not many. It's not many, right? Yeah. Yeah, the 50-50 rate, yeah. I do not want anyone to end up hating the game because they did not use their wishes wisely. Please make sure that you don't just like a character for their looks, make sure you also like their gameplay. Because I want anyone to end up hating, use their wishes wisely. Please make sure that you don't just like a character for their looks, make sure you also like their gameplay. Agree or disagree? Agree or disagree? Yo, chat, agree or disagree? You know how many times, in the last 4 years alone, just playing hoyoverse games, I have met someone through Discords or online Reddits, um, where they'll say, I got a character because I loved how they looked and I loved their story, but I despised their gameplay. Bro, it's happened so many times. It's happened so many times. People will get a character just because they love the way they look, but then they pull the character and then they despise their gameplay. Like, oh my goodness, like, do not, please, for the love of God, please do not pull a character just because of their looks. please make sure you like their gameplay. Yeah, I'm just reading what you guys are saying. That's sure I make sure I like both looks and gameplay. That's why there's a trial. People do the trial though. You can only do so much in a trial. A trial doesn't simulate actual in-game content. Like you can only do so much in a trial. You know, that's why I really love when they make characters in the story early access, like Trigger right now, right? Then we got to play Evelyn early, we got to play Trigger early, we got to play Caesar early, we got to play Bernice early. Then we get to play Jane Doe early as well. We get to play Jane early. Yeah, we get to play Julianne early too, right? Did we get to play Yanagi early? Did we get to play as Yanagi and Miyabi early before they came out? Yanagi TV? No? Yes? Yes, Yanagi? But yeah, like getting to play the agent early in like the actual story, I think is massive. It's actually like a really big deal in my opinion. Like I think it's so much better than like a trial because you actually get to run with the character, move with the character. You actually get to redo it consistently with different characters on that agent's team. Like I've been seeing people try Trigger out in the story with Yanagi, with Miyabi, with Evelyn, right? Like I think that's massive getting to actually play the character early to make sure you like them. But now I have a question for you, chat. Is it worth it to get a character you despise look wise? Like maybe you just don't like their outfit, maybe you don't like their hair, maybe it's a dude and you don't like dudes, maybe you're a waifu collector. But is it still worth it to get them if you love their gameplay? Like if they're the most fun character to play, should you still get them even if you don't like the way they look? That's my question to you now. Okay, some people are saying yes, some people are saying no. Nah, the reason why I skipped Lighter. Okay, so Josiah, what you're saying is you actually like Lighter's gameplay, but you just don't like the way he looks. Is that what you're saying, Josiah? Because that's what I'm asking right now. Yeah, we got a little bit of a split here. A lot of people are saying yes, a lot of people are saying no. Okay, yeah, so you liked his gameplay, Josiah, but you didn't like the way he looked. I got you. Because looks can only get you so far if you don't enjoy playing them in the game. And same thing for gameplay. To the entire ZZZ community, I want everyone to be happy. That's all I could ask for. Everyone. True. I want everyone to be happy. True. And that's why I made this video 8 months ago. I want you all to be happy. I want everyone to enjoy the game. True. To truly be happy and truly enjoy the game. And with that, that's going to conclude today's content. Check me out on Twitter if you haven't already. And that's the end of the video.